The following program may contain strong language and mature content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good evening, and peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. And if you don't know anything else on this day, know that you deserve to be blessed. Good evening, and peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. It's a Monday. And if you don't know anything on this Monday, know that you deserve to be blessed. Hey, everyone, I'm T, and I am back with another episode of The Thought to Ponder. Look, I know the weekend was kind of crazy for some. It was probably relaxing for some. It was probably good for some, bad for some, whatever it may be. But see, look, we're past the weekend. We're back. We're on a Monday, right? Peace and blessings to you as well. We're back on a Monday, and we're in here today to talk about it, to be about it. But I want you to do a little something for me. If you can hear me, if you can see me, if you get me, come on and tap the middle of that screen, TikTok. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to give me some heart. I want y'all to give me some thumbs up. Give me some hearts. Give me some thumbs up. Show me some love. Come talk to me if you want to talk to me. Okay, come show me some peace and blessings, friends. Peace and blessings. Look, I come to you all on Monday so that I can give you a little bit of what I have, and you can give me a little bit of what you got, right? Some goodness, some greatness, some spirit, some love, some hugs, and all that stuff like that, right? So tonight we're going to talk about. It's going to sound a little crazy, but tonight we're going to talk about who's at the door. Right? We're going to talk about who's at the door. We're going to get into that in just a minute. So I want y'all to take that, put that right down in that little spot right there. But we're going to talk about who's at the door tonight, right? But then I want y'all to grab your drink. Grab your drink. I know you got a drink. You got a drink? You got a drink? Oh, so you want me to take a sip. Oh, okay then. Here we go. Oh, that wasn't good enough? Okay, hold on. Baby, look, y'all better get y'all a drink. It's talk about it. We're going to get it done, but y'all know what we like to do. All right, come on, share, like, subscribe. I see y'all. I see. Come on through. Come on through and let me know it. Come on through and let me know it. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I want you to do. Hey. I see some hand claps down that way. Yay. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. All of that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Y'all know what we like to do. Y'all know we like to clear the air, and we like to get the breath going. All right, we like to get the breath going. So we breathe. We here at Thoughts Upon to believe that your breath is important, and the way you do that is to breathe. Okay. We do 3 breaths, and the first breath, I'm going to count it out. I'll move my hands so that we can see it. And the second breath, I won't count it, but I'll move my hands so we can see it. Third breath, we're going to make some noise when we release it. I won't be counting. I'll move my hands, but we're going to make some noise, right? because we believe that if you make some noise, you let the universe know and everybody else know that you're in control. All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all ready for it? Ready? On the count of 3, we're going to take a deep breath. But before we do that, I want you to move your shoulders just a little. I know I got my shoulders out tonight, huh? I got my shoulders out tonight. I want you to move your shoulders just a little bit. And what I want you to do is I want you to take your shoulders and take them back. Open that chest up. Open that chest up. Take it back and open that chest up. And when you do that, ladies and gentlemen, you allow that goodness to come on in. So y'all ready? I think I heard you say that you was ready. On the count of 3, deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, ladies and gentlemen, shake them shoulders off. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. All right, on the count of 3, deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And out. Ooh. Yes, I know, a little warm and fuzzy. A little warm and fuzzy. Come on with it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last one. Now, remember, we're going to make some noise. Just send it to the furthest reaches of the universe or to the deepest part of the ocean, right? Come on, you already know. You already know. What we're going to do is make some noise so we let everybody know that we're in control. Y'all ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And okay. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we here at the Thoughts Upon to believe that if you take a moment and acknowledge that your breath is important, you can change what's going on in your life. You can change what's happening in your life. You can change the atmosphere of the room when you walk in. And that's what we want to do. So it doesn't matter how many times a day you do it, how you do it, whatever you do with it. But yes, we want to go ahead and we want to do that. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So y'all know we like to have the breath. Y'all know we like to groove, right? Y'all know we like to groove. So let's go ahead and let's get that groove. Y'all ready? Y'all think y'all ready? All right. Let's go. Sit it da 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 da. Sit it da 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 da. Chicka 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 da. Soon da da dum dum 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 da dum T2P. Check me out. T2P. Check me out. Zoom da dum dum 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 da dum T2P. Check me out. T2P. Check me out. T2P. Check me out. Check, 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 check me out. Yes. Look, ladies and gentlemen, look, I believe we can clear the air, and I believe that we can go right ahead and we can have a groove right on with it and move forward. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, it's a sip. I don't care what you say about it being a slurp. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's topic is who's at the door? Who's at the door? Let's go ahead on and get into the thought. Who's at the door? Who's at the door? Ladies and gentlemen, I named this topic tonight, Who's at the Door, because I want to. All right, here we go. I had a conversation with someone, and this particular person was telling me that they had this, and this, right? And they've been doing this, and this, and they've been doing this, and this. And I kept saying, well, who is it that keeps knocking at your door? And they were like, Titan, what you talking about? I said, well, who's knocking at your door? Because obviously somebody is knocking and you keep letting them in if you still have the same issue with the same person, or is this a different person, or what's going on? So the scenario is that a friend was in need of some help. The person that I'm speaking of offered the friend some help. to stay with them. Okay. This is the third or fourth friend that has done this with this particular person. And so my question to this person was, why are they at your door? Who's at the door? Is it a friend? Is it family? Is it a lover? Is it a boo thing? Who's at the door? And why do you constantly keep letting these people in the door, inviting them in for them to use and abuse and serve you like hell? You feel what I'm saying? So if you're sitting up here complaining about what's going on, who's at the door? Are you checking who's at the door? Are you looking through the peephole to see who's at the door? You feel what I'm saying? And so they were like, well, Titan, you always come with this old Iana fix my life stuff and all this. And I said, well, here's the thing. You're complaining about the same thing you were complaining about 3 years ago. Now, is that the same person, or did somebody else come in? And the reality of it is that it was somebody else. You didn't open your door again for somebody who you didn't know. And y'all hear me out. Hear me out. I believe in helping. I believe in offering people. I believe in helping people get to where they need to be. I believe that I was put on this earth to do things like that. But you got to be careful. You got to know who's at the door. You can't just open your door for everybody and anybody and expect them to do you the same way that you do them, right? You can't do that. You're not able to. We want to believe that everybody is nice, pleasant. Everybody has your best interests at heart. We want to believe that. But is it really true, though? Because the reality, check who was at the door. You didn't look out the peephole. You didn't look out the curtain. You didn't even look through the doggy door. This person comes in. Now, this person is running amok in your life, and you don't know what's going on. You're trying to figure out what's happening. The of it is that it's happening because of the fact that you did not check who was at the door. Who's at the door? If you helping this person, who is this person? Why are they at your door? Okay, let's answer a couple of questions. Who is this person? Number one, family, friend, boo thing, hookup, whatever. Who is this person, right? And then if you're going to, when did you open the door, or when did you invite them in? Was it the first time that they came to the door? Was it the second time they came to the door? Third time? Like, when did you do that? And then how did they find your door? How did they find your door? That's what I want to know. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all don't hear me tonight. Show me some thumbs up. Y'all give me some hearts. Y'all talk to me if y'all know what I'm talking about. Let me know. Come on, talk to me if you know what I'm talking about. When did you let them in? How did they know you had a door? Why are they at your door? Why? So I'm talking to the individual, and they say to me, well, Titan, you seem heartless. You seem rude. You say, no. Because what right now is that you did not protect your peace. You did not protect your spirit. You didn't protect your sanctity. You didn't protect yourself because you saw the story and the tears and the, oh, woe is me, and you allowed them to come on in. You set no expectations. You had no intentions. You had nothing. You just let them come right on in. And now what happens? We're going to be real tonight, y'all. We're going to be real tonight. It's a Monday, and it's time out for the, oh, well, this and no. Be real with yourself. First off, how did they get to your door? How did they know that you were going to let them in? How did they know? That should be a question. Like, how did you get to my house? How did you get to my door? And I may be talking about a mental door, a physical door, emotional door, but y'all know what I'm speaking of. How did they find it? Did they hear it from somebody else? Did somebody guide them and then let them go knock and you just let them on? Who sent them the invitation? If it wasn't a point of them finding it on their own, who sent them the invitation? All right. Como I said, I have learned that sometimes you have to be a little selfish in order to protect your peace. That means not allowing people in my home, etc. Sometimes no is necessary. Let me express something to you. It is a no, period. There is no no, but no. Well, let me tell you, well, no. See, what happened was, no, it's none of that. When I say no, I mean no, and I'm done. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to stop that. Who's at your door? Why are they knocking on your door again? You know what I'm saying? Come on. No is a complete sentence. You better say that. No is a complete sentence. No, I don't have to give you no explanation on it. But what has happened is that society and that this community that we're in, of you have to explain yourself, or you have to let everybody come in and do and have, unless you're going to be labeled as somebody who's not good or great or something like that. No. Titan, have you done it? I've done it. I didn't ask a question when they was at my door. I didn't look through the peephole because I felt like they were going to do for me like I do for them, right? I mean, literally, I took the deadbolt off. You know what I'm saying? And so tonight I want to talk to you all, but I want to talk to this individual as well. I meant no harm with the conversation that we had, but sometimes you got to stop going after the person that you let in and stay for 6 months that was only supposed to stay for a weekend. You got to stop going after the person that came into your house, run amok, caused you all kind of stress and craziness, and now you want to blame them for everything that they done. But did you know who was at the door? Did you take time to figure out door? Did you take a moment to protect your peace? So I'm not going to sit up here and tell you that this and that and that and this. No, that's not what I'm about to do. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You are responsible for your door. You are responsible for your door. And tonight may be a little different than other thoughts tonight, but I want you to understand you are responsible. You are the guard. You are the first thing that to protect your door, your peace, your spirit. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of times people don't get it. So person that today, they was like, I don't even know why I came and talked to you. And I said, well, what else can I say? What else can I say? But I did say this to this person before I left. I said that you have to know who's at your door. When somebody knocks, who is it? And before you let them in, know who it is. Well, let's take it to a vampire can't enter your house unless you invite them in, right? We're going to take it right there. Y'all follow me. A vampire can't enter your house unless you invite them in, is what they say, correct? But what does a vampire do? Suck your blood. Okay, so let's just talk about vampires. You're letting these people in that are sucking the life out of you. Blood, life, y'all get it? Y'all get it? Come on, y'all, show me some thumbs up. TikTok, tap the middle of that screen right there and let me know you're listening to me. What I'm saying to you tonight, we're going to put it that way. Vampires drink your blood, which is basically your life source. You've invited these vampires into your home, and now they're sucking your life force out of you. And you don't know what to do. Now you don't know what I do, where I go, how do I do? What now? Did you know who was at your door? Did you know they were vampires? No, because you didn't take time to check. Did you know that they were going to suck the life out of you? Take your very essence? No, you didn't take the time to check. Whether it looked good, it felt good, it was mesmerizing, that really doesn't matter in this aspect, because now you're 6 months in and this person won't leave. Well, you should have known who this person was to begin with. Come on, y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? TikTok, you tapping? Come on, Facebook, y'all in there? YouTube, where you at? Come talk to me. Who is at your door? Your responsibility for your door is to know when to unlock the door and invite somebody in. Your responsibility for your door is to know when to put on the deadbolt so these people can't get in. Your responsibility for your protect your peace. And I said, yo, I didn't say you. Your protect your peace. That's what you got to do. A lot of people don't catch it like that, right? So this particular person tells me Well, Titan, it's easy for you because you doing this and do it. No, no, no. It's not easy for me. Just like it's not easy for you. But what I've learned over time, right? And maybe this person needs time. Maybe they need some time. What I've learned over time is that you have to know who's at your door. You feel me? You just don't get up and go blindly open the door and let somebody in. You don't talk to somebody for 2 seconds and say, oh, come on in. That's not what you do. Protect your peace. Protect your life. Protect you and them and others. Protect your family. Protect your home. Come on. Who's at your door? When was the last time you checked the person at your door? Tell me where we're at. Where we at? Where we at? When was the last time you checked? When was the last time you checked? Come on, talk to me. Somebody? Anybody? Nobody? Oh, okay. Okay. I'll check it because I want you to understand where I'm at and what I'm saying and what I'm doing, because a lot of times people don't get it. A lot of times people want to tell you, oh, well, it's just this, it's just that. No, there's no reason for that. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for that. You do what you feel you need to do for you. Protect your peace. And that starts with you knowing who's at your door. How that works. That's how that works. You in or you're out. If I invite you in, I better know you. I better know who you are. I better know what you're doing here. Why are you here? That's what I want to know. Okay. So who? Okay. That's what I want to know. So today, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, my question to you is, who's at your door? Now, here are a couple of things that you can do to figure out who's at your door. I just said two, but I'm going to come back around that, right? Where is your door? Where's your door? See, that's the point. Where is your door? Your heart? Is it on your sleeve? Is it hidden somewhere? Right? Where is your heart? Where is your door? Because it could be your spirit or your heart. You know, your door could be in the front of you. The door could be in the back of you, on the side of you. Where is your door? Where is it? Okay. Secondly, who gave this person the invitation to come to your door? One you might have to sit with for a little bit. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes you give out invitations to your door without even you knowing you're doing that. The reason why I say that is because most people will tell you, oh, no, I'm good, right? But on the flip side, I just invited you to come. Oh, you're not feeling good today? You all right? Oh, okay then. Well, just come on to my door. Who who gave the invitation? And ladies and gentlemen, if you invited them in, you cannot be mad at what happens if you set no expectations or you set no type of rules or regulations about what goes on in your house. And when I say house, I mean your house. Your house. Okay? Even though you gave the invitation, you may have given the invitation, or whoever gave the invitation, how did they find it? How did they find it? Did they get you alone by yourself and you just spilled the beans? How did they find it? And I'm not pointing the finger and saying you should be ashamed of yourself. What I'm saying is, how did they find it? Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Okay, indeed. Tonight, the topic is who is at your door? The topic is who is at your door. We've had a discussion about it, and we're talking about three things or a couple of things that you might want to ask yourself. Okay, we already talked about who. Who is this person? Who gave them the invitation? Right? How did they find it? How did they find it? That's the point. So the conversation I was having with this particular person, they were saying that, oh, it's not my fault. I didn't do anything. I was trying to help them. I was trying to do this. But here we go. You can't blame them because evidently they were already looking for, and you gave them yours, which is not a bad thing. But when you don't set expectations, when you don't set rules and regulations, that's when it becomes a bad thing. Because they were already looking for a door. You just happened to be there, or you gave them the invite, or when they knocked on your door, you didn't look out the peephole to see who it was. You just said, come on in. And now you're there. And now you're there. And now they there. And now y'all all there. And what? Who's at your door? Who is at your door? Who is at your door? Look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm laughing, but I'm being serious. We do not ask that question enough. We don't ask that question anymore. Look, when was the last time you asked up to your door? And I'm speaking of this, right? Now we're talking about doors. When did you walk up to your door, look through the peephole, look hurting, looked on the camera, whatever, to see who it was? And when did you check who it was and then decided to let them in? Ladies and gentlemen, people are searching for doors every day of the year. And I'm just going to be real with you. Sometimes they search for the door because they need comfort. They need help. They need somebody to be there for them. And it's legit. But sometimes people are searching for doors that they know that the lock is not sturdy. They know that the deadbolt is not on. They know that if I give you this sob story, you're going to invite me on in. And once I get in, oh, I'm in. What you going to do now? What you going to do now? That's my point. Who is at your door? Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not trying to come at your neck. I'm not trying to come at you sideways, but I want you to ask yourself, who's at your door? And then now that you know who's at your door, you know what I want you to say? I want you to say, who's in your house? Who's in your house right now? Who is in your house right now? That was an uninvited guest. Because subconsciously, you invited them in because they gave you what you think you were looking. Who's in your house now? All because you didn't ask who was at your door. Look. I told this individual, I'm not going to lead you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember the song, right? There was an old lady sitting under a tree. She called me over and she said to me, my days left here may not be long, so I wouldn't waste my time telling you nothing wrong. That's what I mean. I'm not going to waste my time telling you nothing wrong. But here's the thing. That person that's in your house right now, that's running amok and causing you all kind of craziness and all kind of grief and despair, that they didn't get there by themselves. You had a part in that. And when we take a moment and acknowledge the part that we played in them getting into our house, because we never stopped them and asked them who was at the door. We never stopped them and asked them who was at the door. We never. And now we have an uninvited guest in our house. Remember, no is a complete sentence. It is nothing wrong with you saying no. Not meant to be used, it would have never been invented. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes the blessing that you can give somebody is saying no. Sometimes the blessing, now that's a word. That's a word. Hold on to it. Sometimes the blessing you can give somebody is no. That's the blessing. Sometimes all you got to do is say nothing that they need, because they need to go on over here and do what they need to do for themselves. But they're not ever going to do that because you didn't check who was at the door. You looked at them, you like what you saw, whatever the case may have been. You felt sorry for them, whatever it may have been, and you let them in, and now they've been there. festering, festering, festering. Who's at your door? Tonight, ask yourself who's at your door. And better yet, if somebody's not at your door, ask yourself who is in your house? Who is in your house? That's the thing. Look, ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to do, y'all, show me some love, show me some thumbs up, show me some hearts. TikTok, tap the middle of that screen over there. Let me know that you're in. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Titan. I'm here tonight with you on a thought to ponder, and we're talking about who's at your door. Who is at your door? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we about to roll over here. We got to pay some bills and do all that good stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you one last time before we go to commercial. Who is at your door? When we come back, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. All right, Kwame, go ahead on the roll that beautiful bean footage. Yeah, look, y'all, look. If y'all didn't see all the commercials and stuff that we had going on and all the good stuff we got going on the Pyro Media, y'all better come and check us out. Y'all come talk to me. Come talk to me. Come on over. Come on over and be a label mate. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I have been talking tonight about who is at your door. So I got a comment. Well, no, take that back. I got a text. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have to tell you this, right? Because I'm a grown man and I say what I say. But let me just be clear. I'm not blaming the victim. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not victim shaming. And I don't even know how you got that out of that. But what I am saying is we are responsible. We have to take responsibility for who we are and what we do, right? And 9 times out of 10, you cannot keep blaming the other person on every time you allow. And this is me saying you allowed them in. You invited them in, despite the point that they didn't treated you like this, different people 3 times over before. Okay? Okay, that's what I said. Victim blaming, that's a reach. But you know what? In this day and age, and you're right about that, Kwame. You're right. Like in this day and age, and I know I sound old talking about this day and age, but right now in this current culture, that's what we do. That's what we do. We can't take responsibility for what we've done in the situation. Allowed you to come in my house and run amok. I didn't set no intentions. I didn't set no rules or regulations. How do I blame the other person? This is on me. I have a saying, and my saying is this: first time, right? Shame on you. Second time, shame on me because I should have known better because I saw you the first time. There will not be a third time. You don't get a chance to run amok in my house 3 times. First time, that's on you because you tried me that first time. Second time, that's on me because I allowed you to try me again when I should have known better from the first time. But there will not be a third time. You can't come up over here because I'm going to see you and I'm going to smell you from 2 miles away. Bet that. Bet that. So I'm not victim shaming. I'm not telling you that you should have been. What I'm saying is we always want to sit up here and say, no, or don't do that, or stop doing that. Say no. Say no. Everybody's not meant to get a yes. Okay? Accountability is lacking. He said, yes, accountability is lacking in this world, child. Some people never look at their own purse, but they didn't mind tramping their heels in your house. That part. I let you run amok in my house. So now I'm going to blame you because I didn't set any rules and regulations when you came in my house. You know how when you get a new house and you got new carpet, and y'all, I'm going to move on in just a second. But you know how when you're in a new house and you got new carpet and people come to visit you, you make them take their shoes off or you put the little plastic around because you don't want nothing tracking on your brand new carpet. That's how you should treat these people that's coming to your door. Who's at your door? If you knew who was at your door, you would have never let them in. So that tells me something. Either you didn't care, you didn't want to know, or you had this false sense of security that just because you treated them one way, they were going to treat you the same way. Now put that in your pipe and smoke it. We ain't here for this tonight. Y'all not finna sit up here and say that we victim shame. And because y'all know y'all love to throw the little angry black man thing at people. Now, look, this is accountability. You are responsible. There's nobody else responsible for what you allow in your house through your door. When you invite that in, you are responsible. Now, I ain't talking about nothing else outside of that. I'm taking responsibility for what you did or the lack thereof. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you now, Titan and been there. I let people in the door and I didn't even know who they was until they ran amok. They ain't never come back. And it took me a while to leave a certain situation because I allowed them to come into my house. And I didn't set no rules and regulations, so they were just running amok, draining me dry. I invited the vampire in, knowing that they were a vampire, and allowed them to suck all my energy out of me. That's me taking responsibility. That's me saying, that's what I did. That's it. That's it. You can say what you want. You can feel how you feel. But let's be real. Let's be real. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get on off of that because we got to move on because the show is going. But ladies and gentlemen, let me say this one last thing. There's no reason for there to be victim blaming when you don't have to be a victim. In this scenario, okay? I'm not talking about anything. I'm talking about in this scenario right here about from the conversation that me and the person had earlier. That's what I'm speaking of, okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on into this pondering HIV. Okay, pondering HIV. Ooh, child. So I'm just going to keep on going with it because, ladies and gentlemen, seem like we are crunk in the building tonight. Okay, what happens when HIV is at your door? So I'm speaking to those that are HIV positive, right? I'm speaking to those that are there that are wondering what to do next. Okay, again, know what's at your door. Okay, so I'm gonna say this, ladies and gentlemen, if you're HIV positive, newly diagnosed, or you are being coming back into care, right, for your HIV status, your HIV diagnosis, ladies and gentlemen, you need to know who's at your door. What happens when HIV is at your door? Do you know what it is? Do you know where it comes from? Do you know how it's transmitted? Do you know what the letters mean? The acronym is? Do you know what you can do? Do you know what's available for you? Do you know any of these things? Do you know that? Number one, know what HIV is. Know who's at your door. I told someone one day, I said, the only way that you're going to be able to understand where you're at with your HIV status is to know what HIV is. What does HIV mean to you? If HIV is at your door, know what HIV is. Know how HIV works. Know how HIV affects you mentally, physically, emotionally. You have to know these things. Nothing has changed from the conversation we had earlier. I'm saying today that if HIV is at your door, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be a bold one tonight to say this for everybody. HIV is at your door. HIV is at your door. You need to know what HIV is. And you know how you do that? Know your status. Know your status. You need to know what HIV is. You need to know how HIV is transmitted. You need to know and understand that HIV can lie dormant for some time. Testing is the way to status. Who's at your door? What happens when HIV is at your door? Know your status. Number one, that's number one. Know your status. Get tested, know your status. Because that's the way that you can find out who's at your door, and you can go ahead on and make informed decisions about whether or not to let them in, whether or not to do this. But if you don't know your status, you don't know nothing about HIV being at your door. That's it. That's it. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not trying to preach to you. I'm not trying to tell you that you are less than because of. What I'm saying is we got to stop. We got to stop pretending like these things don't matter. Who's at your door? And what happens when HIV is at your door? Do you know your status? Do you know what's going on? I'm not saying that, I'm like, roar, roar, roar. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in this Pondering HIV segment, what happens when HIV is at your door? And for those of you who think HIV is not at your door, HIV is at your door. HIV is at your door. You start to protect yourself. How do you start to understand? How do you start to know? Right? Get tested. Know your status. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're already HIV positive, what do you do at the door? You check it. You understand what it is. You get knowledge and understanding. You can invite it in because you already know what it is, who it is, where it is, how it is. You already know these things. So you can invite it in because you're going to have to deal with it at some point. You feel me? But what I will say is this. What happens when HIV is at your door? Know who, what, when, where, how, and understand. Once you have done that, and you can do that in one fell swoop, but you can woof and have that done. But I want you to understand that it doesn't go away. It doesn't stop. HIV is already at your door. How do you know who's at your door with HIV? Get tested. Know your status. Understand what responsibility is. Understand that it is nothing wrong with you knowing your status. Matter of fact, I applaud you for knowing your status. And then after you know your status, what to do next, you cross that bridge when you get to it. But what I want to say is this. We're here to help. We're here. We're here. So ladies and gentlemen, tonight I want to tell you that at some point I had to figure out HIV was at my door. And I had to understand that I had things to do in order to be in control of my HIV status. I was dealing with, know how it operates, understand what will affect me and what won't to it. And it took me a minute, but I had to get there. Okay? Who is at your door? Know who's at your door. Know who's at your door. All right, ladies and gentlemen, came to this final thought. I didn't came to this final thought, y'all. Woo. Man. They said I was victim shaming. Victim blaming. Here's my final thought. You cannot keep letting these people knock at your door. Excuse me. People, places, things, emotions, feelings, all of that. Keep knocking at your door and you keep inviting them in. You can't do that. You can't do that. You have to stop thinking the only way for you to make it or to be is to allow people to do whatever it is they're going to do. That's just what it is. Who's at your door? Ask yourself. The next time you go to the door because somebody knocked at the door, ask yourself who's there. And once you open the door, figure out who is at the door, who this person is. And then I want to say this to you. If you are not safe or you don't feel safe, then stop opening the door. That's it. Easy. And how do you do that? No. No will close that door and lock it. Deadbolt. Done. If you are going to constantly open the door and invite people in, you need to know who's who and what's what so you can invite the right people in, right? Or things or whatever's happening. But you got to be able to say no. No, you're saying yes all the time. That's inviting them in. That's inviting them in. Have some discernment when you go to the door. And if you don't feel safe, don't open it. Don't open it. No matter how good it looked, no matter how good it felt, no matter how high it took you. You feel what I'm saying? No. Stop opening that door when you don't know who's there and inviting them in when you don't know who they are. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I know that I come to you all every Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, right? However, I sometimes I just want to make sure that we are out here loving each other and understanding. But let me state this to you. Loving someone does not mean that you have to let them run all over you. That's not how that works. So to the person that I had the conversation with earlier today, I'm not telling you to not love somebody, be there for somebody, or to not help somebody. What I'm saying is know who's at your door. And it's nothing wrong with asking questions. It's nothing wrong with checking. It's nothing wrong with giving a side eye. You feel what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with being Scooby-Doo sideways. Oh, like stop doing it. Stop setting yourself up for failure. And then what happens is you go down the road and now you feel some kind of way because people have this again and again and again. And now you're wondering why you? Why me? Why did this happen to me? But we got to understand because we have a responsibility to check who's at the door. Who's at your, that's your responsibility. And your responsibility, right, is to say no if you don't feel it. It's to say you're done if it's not supposed to be. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's it. That's it. One thing I told y'all, and I'm going to say it again and again and again and again and again, is that I'm always going to come with the honesty. We're going to be real about this. We're going to be real about this. There's no victim shaming or victim blaming here tonight. What it is that I want you to take responsibility for not knowing who's at your door, for not checking who's at your door, for not saying no to who is at your door, to stop inviting them in and expecting them to treat you like you're going to treat them. There's no blaming. There's no shaming. You are responsible. Because at the end of the day, if you're no longer here, who are they going to get it from? They're going to find somebody else. If you were supposed to protect or supposed to support them all this time and stuff like that, then, but you can't turn around and flip it when it don't go your way. Know who's at your door. And that way you know what's going on. That way you know what's happening. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my final thought. I didn't ask who was at the door many a times. Many a days and many a nights. I didn't ask who was at the door. And I got the scars and the bruises to prove it, right? But what I couldn't do was go back and blame them for what I did, for what I did. Now, I'm not saying any type of abuse or nothing like that, y'all, because y'all seem to be taking stuff and running with it tonight, but that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we have to know who's at the front door. If I don't know who's at the door or the back door, the side door, the window, if I don't know who's there, I can't. I'm comfortable with no now. There was a time that but I am now. Get to that place of being comfortable. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me tonight. I just want you all to know that I love you. Y'all show me some hearts. Show me some thumbs up. Ladies and gentlemen, over there on TikTok, tap the middle of that screen and let me know that you're in. And ladies and gentlemen, what I want to say to you tonight, I don't believe that there was any other reason that you were put on this earth other than to be blessed and to be a blessing. And if you're blessing somebody, then you're blessed. And if you're blessed, of course, you're already blessing someone. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been great. It has been another wonderful Monday, and I appreciate you for coming and checking me out. I'll be back next Monday. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you something. Let me tell you this real quick. So next Monday, it's birthday time. It's the birthday. It's the birthday. We're going to have a little celebration. We're going to do a whole little thing. So y'all come on in. We're going to have my little Cash App rolling by. We're going to be doing gifts. We're going to sing a little song, do a little something. It's the birthday next Monday. Y'all come on back and come deal with it. And until next time, peace and blessings to you. Who's at the